Hey YouTube, my name.
Hey YouTube, my name. Hello YouTube.
My name is Shad.
I'm bad at this.
Hi YouTube. Hello my shades and my shadows, that's what I'm gonna call you guys. My name is Shad. I am a professional entertainer from the Bahamas.
Had to let that truck go by.
I'm a professional entertainer from Nassau, Bahamas. Nassau is the capital of a beautiful country, pretty popular, known as the Bahamas. And today, we're gonna be talking about why lack of support may actually be a great thing. How to find the beauty in nobody caring about your music at all, or your acting at all, your business at all, or your brand at all, or your life at all.
That last part we'll talk about that last part.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you five reasons why lack of support can be a very encouraging and motivating thing. The first reason is product testing. See, you don't want to have 1 million followers or 1 million fans or anything like that, like an established brand, having all their eyes on you, all the blogs, all the news media outlets looking at you when you're trying out something new. This is particularly for beginners in their brand, or if you're an entertainer like me or an entrepreneur like me and you're just trying something out. Sometimes it's a blessing to have less eyes on you, because that way you can test things out without worrying about compromising the overall mission of a brand. Particularly if your brand is already big and established, you can't move as flexibly as you'd like to move when you're much smaller and less known. One example I could use is when Kanye West dropped 808s and Heartbreak. Now, the album by itself is amazing to me. I love that album. It has a lot of great songs on it that I constantly go back to. Welcome to Heartbreak, Street Lights, and so on.
Paranoid, Robocop, but okay.
We know it's a good album, but why was it so poorly received from critics when it first came out? It's not because of the quality of the music. It was because of the expectations that people had for a new Kanye West album. Kanye had just dropped College Dropout, Late Registration, then Graduation.
Although Graduation strayed more into the pop world, it still held certain characteristics that people had come to associate with the Kanye West brand. Heavy sampling, stories about family and the black middle class experience. But 808s and Heartbreak was such a shift in sound, a shift in atmosphere, like the sonic landscape of what people would have expected from a Kanye West album. And now looking back on it and looking at the
current musical landscape, we realized it was groundbreaking and it was innovative. Shout out to T-Pain for helping with the sound. But at the end of the day, Kanye was trying something new. He was testing something out. And initially, people would have called it a failure. In 2008, that is, even though Heartless was a huge hit, people would have called it a failure artistically for him. But if that was his first album, if 808s and Heartbreak was Kanye West's debut album and it had dropped around that time, how would it have been received? You see, when you're testing with a lot of eyes on you, it's a little more nerve-wracking, which is why a lot of artists are a lot of times afraid to try new things. The second reason why lack of support excites me.
Now let's picture this. You have this song you just made, right? It's the best song in your mind. You can't stop playing it. You love it. You mixed it and mastered it yourself. Although you're not the best audio engineer, you got it to the quality you wanted it to. Or you filmed a short film, your first real hard work put into a short film that you love, and you wrote it, and you put it out. And when you put it out, you think, oh, this is gonna hit the ground. Run it. Okay, enough running, but
you put it out, you send it to your friends in DMs and all that, and you notice this is getting no traction, it's getting no feedback. Why is that? You know why? Nobody's telling you because everyone's your friend, no one has the guts, but
it's probably not that good.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's probably not that good. Like, trust me, take it from me, sometimes it is good enough, to be considered industry standard, or sometimes it's definitely good enough compared to the things that are blowing up, but you cannot look at those things. You have to just accept that whatever you put out there, when it hit eyes, when it hit ears, it just didn't do the job that you thought it would do.
For example, and unfortunately or fortunately, I gotta use Kanye West again, when him, Jay-Z, and Rihanna, what was that song? Run This Town.
When they made Run This Town, Kanye West's mindset was, if I play this song at a barbecue and nobody stops eating, nobody looks up from their plate to figure out what that is, this song needs work. Now, everyone shouldn't hold themselves to a standard that high all the time, but usually if people like some content, organically you're gonna gain some traction. Now, of course, it's gonna take additional marketing and advertising to get it to the masses, but if people like content, they tend to go out of their way to express the fact that they like it, whether they come back to you to let you know, or they share it with their friends to let them know. And so, number 2 of why lack of support excites me is because
failure teaches you. When you fail, you're able to look at how your content performed in the market and assess why it probably didn't do as well as you thought it would. And you're able to take that knowledge and then, assess it. I said assess.
Assess.
You're able to take that knowledge and apply it to your new product with a new sense of your audience, of what your audience expects and what they may just respond to. Or you could just try something new, a different approach to how you premiered that. Because did you have a real rollout? Did you tell people that you were going to drop this? Did you put out a picture or an announcement saying this was coming out? Did you do an interview? Because a lot of times artists put out stuff one time and they share it for that 1 week, and after that 1 week is over, so is the rollout. That doesn't make any sense. So failure teaches. That's number 2 of why I don't mind not getting supported. Because everyone shouldn't have to see your L's. You don't want everyone to see you take a loss every time you put out a drop.
Number 3. Okay, reason number 3 why lack of support excites me is because you develop mental and emotional fortitude.
Now, what does this mean? It means that after putting out work, content, song, video, blog post, whatever, over and over and over, and getting none of the reception you like, eventually, you stop caring so much about everything going viral, and you stop taking it so personally. Because now you're in the stride of testing content, in the stride of testing rollouts and marketing in new ways, and you realize these people are just humans. Humans just want to be entertained sometimes, and if you're not providing that right source of entertainment, they're just not going to stay on it. They ain't going to click it, and you got to accept that, and you got to be cool with that. But it makes you better at accepting criticism as well, because now you're able to really have the maturity to ask people, okay, what went wrong? Why isn't this clicking for you? Like, what do you like and what did you not like about this? You get stronger in that way, and in that regard, you're able to now criticize yourself more objectively instead of being so personally invested in your idea that you can't see what's really preventing your success.
And so developing the mental and emotional fortitude to deal with failing, to deal with not being popular, to deal with putting out something that you think is the best thing ever and not getting the response you expected, it makes you stronger the next time going forward, because it becomes less about that response. And it brings us to number 4. 4 and number 5 go hand in hand. I'll stop the hand thing. Okay, so with number 4, you become a more efficient self-critic through developing mental and emotional fortitude. In other words, gaining feedback and gaining insight as a result of failing allows you to then be able to say,
okay, last time when I did this happened, and I don't like when that happens, so maybe I wouldn't do that this way this time around. It gives you the insight to try new things, to do your research, to watch videos like these that make you wiser about how you want to approach certain situations. And by becoming a better self-critic, by realizing and acknowledging and learning what to expect your audience to say, what to expect your peers to say, what to expect the people that evaluate the quality of your work to say, you gotta fail, you gotta mess up.
You develop your own ability to critique. Don't over-criticize yourself, because you don't want to critique yourself so hard and focus so much on the expectations of others that you lose the organic nature of your creativity, of that joy, of that passion. Still have fun, but recognize if you're doing anything that is an art form, such as
acting, singing, recording, rapping, writing, videography.
Whatever it is, if it's an art form, that means it has principles, it has elements, it has knowledge that was already established before you were even born. So you have to respect that knowledge that is already laid down, because that knowledge is the basis that you have to build your innovation on top of. That's why it's important to know your history, because you're gonna think, oh man, no one's ever done this before, I'm doing something new.
I'm as good as Michael Jackson. I'm the next James Brown. Oh yeah. I feel like Stephen King. I feel like Steven Spielberg. You know, all the Stevens.
And in reality, no, nah.
No.
That's no in Spanish. but yeah, like, nah, you gotta learn your history so you could critique the right way. So failure makes you a better critic. Lack of support teaches you how to criticize yourself better because you watch the trends.
You watch, okay, that got 200 views this time. What did I do there? Okay. Oh, this one went viral. This is my first viral moment. Why? Why is that? Is it because the content is less about me and more engaging? I don't know. Okay, this one doing pretty well. Is it because I collaborated with that person? Is it the color of the art I use? What's going on? Like, you want to take all this stuff into account. And now
the final reason, number 5, why lack of support can be an amazing thing, a great thing, is because at the end of it all, like me, I've been an artist. I've known I wanted to be an entertainer for most of my life, since I was 4, and now I am 23. So that's almost 2 decades, and I've been performing on stage and singing since I was 9 or 8 or even earlier. I'm not sure. I just know I'm recorded performing at 9, and throughout all that time, it gave me the strength and the insight to know that lack of support teaches you how to value quality.
a quality product, a quality performance, a quality brand, quality networking skills, quality relationships over instant success, instant fame, instant virality, viral content. Nah, work on the quality. Build up your quality, because when you are making quality content and focusing more on the quality than on getting it to the entire world all the time,
by time is the entire world discovers it,
You have a gold mine.
to show them. And that's a beautiful thing. Invest in yourself, in your mind, in your skill, in your ability to do as much for yourself as you could. Where I'm from, lack of support is a given. I know the Black community, we have a term for it overall, and in the Bahamas we call it Black crab syndrome. I think they call it crab in a barrel syndrome, or crabs in a barrel in the States or whatever. But here we call it Black crab syndrome because a lot of people don't want to help you succeed. And I realized, you know what the problem is? A lot of people don't want to help you succeed because they think assisting you with your success is going to come at the expense of theirs. And they haven't realized
That's just not true.
It's not true. Collaboration is a beautiful thing. In fact, when you help that person that needs that information, that insight, that space to use, that connection to someone else, you never know. You may be down and out, and they may be the one in a new position willing to help you, and they'll remember what you did for them.
And even if they don't, who cares? There's nothing wrong with furthering the industry by providing that bridge, because you'll make it. You will make it.
You will be a success.
But focus on the quality and know that lack of support can sometimes be an amazing thing. Now, that doesn't mean you want to live your whole life and experience your whole career never being supported. It just means that now you want to have the insight to really study, why am I not being supported, and how do I fix that in a practical manner? How do I improve my quality? How do I criticize myself fairly? And that's it for this YouTube video, guys. There's 5 reasons why lack of support can be a great thing. This is actually like one of my first videos like this. So please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and drop a comment, drop a like. If you think you know someone who needs this, share it, man, because this is what I'm going to be doing, because I'm on a journey to be a legend. And while I'm on that journey, I want to give everyone the little tidbits and pieces of insight that I learn along the way. So thank you for watching. Have a great one.
My name is Shad.
Later.